everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the Dyson Airwrap complete set, giving you my review and letting you know whether or not it's worth the big ticket price. If you haven't already watched my unboxing of the Dyson Airwrap complete set, I will link that video down below in the description box. I've also done a hair tutorial previously using the Revlon one-step hair dryer, so if you want to see that, I will also leave that in the description box. If you're excited to see how I use the Dyson Airwrap complete set on my dry, coarse, curly hair, please keep on watching. This is the main device, and at the front you'll see there's different settings. We have 3 fan settings, 3 heating settings, and the power on button. And at the back, you will see there is a lock and unlock button, which I will show you how to use now. To attach your attachment, you're going to place it at the top of the device. Sometimes you'll have to twist and turn it, and you'll see that on the back, the attachment is locked into place and will not come apart as you are doing your hair. To unlock it, you're going to click down, remove the attachment, and move on. I like to start my routine by combing through each and every layer that I have. This is really going to help detangle your hair and make it much easier to actually blow dry your hair with the first attachment. The first brush I like to go in with is the firm smoothing brush. The reason why I like the firm smoothing brush is because, as you can see, I do have curly hair, so it really removes some of that frizz, it smooths out my hair, and makes my hair more manageable. I personally like to remove as much water as I can and leave my hair to be 90% dry before going in with the next brush. Now it's time to dry my hair completely, and what I like to do is I like to section my hair in as many sections as I possibly can to make sure I don't miss any hair. I comb out each section as I go through it, and then I also will spray in some heat protectant spray to protect my hair from the heat. The first brush I'm going in with is the round brush. I find that this gets right to the root, and that's where I start off. So I start off by getting right to the root, and I work in very small sections to make sure I get every inch of my hair. As I mentioned before, I start off at the root, and then I start pulling my hair outwards. And as I get towards the tips of my hair, I will start rounding out the brush to get that nice blowout effect. Don't worry about making sure that the hair is straight. I will go in with the firm smoothing brush again later on to make sure every piece of hair is dry and every piece of hair is straight. Think of this round brush as your traditional round brush and blow dryer, except it's a little bit more compact. I follow the exact same routine through each section, and I typically section my hair in 4 or 5 different sections until I reach the top of my head. Moving on to the next attachment, this is the soft smoothing brush, and I like to alternate between the soft smoothing brush and the firm smoothing brush that you guys saw at the beginning of this video. I find that the soft smoothing brush would work really well for those of you that already have straight hair, but for myself who has curly hair, I think the firm smoothing brush is better for me, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I wanted to show you guys both options. I'm moving on to the curling barrels. Now there are 2 types of barrels in this set. One is for larger curls, one is for tighter curls, and on the barrels themselves, they show you what side you should use the barrel on. You want to move the barrel as close to your hair as possible in order for the air to pull your hair towards the barrel to latch on. Once your hair is around the barrel, you want to move the barrel as close to your scalp as possible, keeping it there for 15 seconds or until dry. Then you want to give it a cold shot for 10 seconds and release. The cold shot is where the power button is, and you just have to flick it up and hold it there. I wanted to quickly mention that the heat setting I use for each attachment is either medium to high heat, and that's what works best for my hair. I wanted to wrap up today's video by giving you a final review and my thoughts on whether or not the Dyson Airwrap complete set is worth the big ticket price. I first want to say that it does take some time for you to get used to using each of the Dyson Airwrap complete set heads, especially the curling barrels. Those took me the longest to get used to. It does take some practice and some time, but overall, they are very, very simple to use once you get the hang of it. Next, I want to mention drying time. With the traditional hair dryer and the round brush, including straightening, it could take me from 45 to an hour 15 minutes to completely blow dry my hair and straighten. Whereas with the Dyson Airwrap complete set, it does take me 25 minutes, which cuts down the drying time significantly. I do really like the Dyson Airwrap complete set, but there are two heads that I want to talk about today. This one here is the pre-styler, and if I'm going to be honest, I don't think I like this one because it reminds me of the traditional hair dryer that I obviously want to step away from. This makes my hair unmanageable. It's very hard for me to blow dry my hair straight and sleek after using this because I do have that curly big hair. This really just blows my hair everywhere. It makes it super messy. It does tangle my hair because my hair is just going everywhere. So I don't really like this particular head, but if you're someone with thin, maybe straighter hair, this might be a great option for you. But they also do have the Dyson, I think it's called the Supersonic hair dryer, where it just comes with this head and it's not an attachment, it's just what the blow dryer itself looks like, and it's just a single device. I now want to talk about this one here. This is one of the straight brushes that removes frizz. It really straightens the hair, and I absolutely love this, and I think this is curly girl hair friendly. I find that this really smooths out my hair, and I like to use it as my first step versus the pre-styler. As you guys saw, it really just makes my hair more manageable, more sleek. It actually helps with me blow drying with the other attachments that I end up using, and I love using this as a last step just to get all the frizzy hair and everything to be completely straight. So it's definitely a good starter attachment and also a finishing attachment. For me personally, in my experience with the Dyson Airwrap, I have used each and every one of the attachments. I know I just mentioned that I don't use the pre-styling head on myself, but I do use it when I blow dry my sister's hair, or if my mom were to ask to use the Airwrap complete set, I will let her use the pre-styling. So technically all of the attachments are being used at all times. I've always been super skeptical of these brushes that come out that claim they can straighten and smooth out curly hair. And honestly, I will say that the Dyson Airwrap complete set, specifically the round brush and the smoothing brush I showed you before that gets rid of any of that frizz and smooths and straightens the hair, really get close to the root as that, and that is what I'm looking for when purchasing one of these products, and especially when it becomes this expensive. I know some of you might also be using the Revlon one-step hair dryer and might be looking to purchase the Dyson Airwrap complete set, so I thought I would quickly run through some comparisons that I've noticed. The first thing I wanted to compare is how big each is. So this one here is the actual main device of the Dyson Airwrap complete set. It is super thin, it's sleek, and it's not heavy whatsoever. This is the Revlon one-step hair dryer. This one here is a little bit bulkier, but it doesn't have any attachments. The attachment itself is already attached to it. It is lightweight, and I would say that they are pretty much the same amount when it comes to weight. I think they are equally good at straightening the hair and giving that professional blowout look, but I will say the Revlon one-step hair dryer doesn't get as close to the root as the Dyson Airwrap complete set, specifically with the round brush attachment. The Revlon doesn't get as close because it's a little bit chunkier, whereas the Dyson one is a lot thinner and it gets super, super close to the root. So you can add a lot of volume to your root and also straighten it if that's what you're looking for. The biggest difference between the two is the enormous price difference. The Revlon one-step hair dryer is $60. You can find it at Walmart, Amazon, and Shoppers Drug Mart, whereas the Dyson Airwrap complete set is $700. And as I mentioned, it is an investment. It does come with multiple attachments and a carrying case. It also has the air that constantly flows through to dry your hair as well. My final verdict is the Dyson Airwrap complete set is worth the price. if you can get it at a discount. Good news for you guys is that Sephora is having their annual holiday sale that is starting on November 5th for Rouge members, and I will leave a picture on the screen of all the dates on when the sale is starting for each tier. So if you can pick it up at the discounted price, depending on what tier you're at Sephora, I would highly recommend picking this up. That is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial on the Dyson Airwrap complete set. I will be sure to keep you guys updated on whether or not the Dyson Airwrap complete set works well on clip-in extensions. I have been wearing clip-in extensions in my hair daily for a couple of years now, but by the time this video goes up, I believe I will have my weft extensions in, which are a little bit more permanent, so I will try the Dyson Airwrap complete set on those extensions and keep you updated on my Instagram account. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and follow me on my socials, which are linked down below in the description box, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Ciao for now!